What's up YouTube, the Rain Man here. In this video, I'm going to be doing a walkthrough for the Water Barb King Hall of Heroes. I'll be going through it. I'll only go through the first floor. Uh, Usually I go through 2 floors and summon the monster. But since I already have him, I will not be summoning him this time. So it's just be 1 floor run. I will be talking about the monsters that you will be facing in there. So that you can prepare yourself for what you're going to be facing. I did check out and see what kind of monsters are in there, so I can at least be better prepared with more information for you. Because this is going to be an interesting wave. These are going to be some interesting floors that you have to be taking on. So, without further ado, let's go in here and let's go take on this floor. Alright, so we're going to be taking out those guys, and we're going to be throwing in. Keep Vertihill in there for the speed lead. Get my good old Ritesh. Good old Alicia. Where is he at? And the guy finally got good old Lucian. And let's see here. Do I do? Yeah. No, that's not. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, throwing a Sig. Alright, so I got a speed lead with Vertihill, who I recently re-runed. He's now Violent Blade, speed, crit damage, attack. So, what's the thing trying to get blocky at the bottom? Weird. It's nice and sharp on top, blocky on the bottom. Anyway, so Ritesh, also Violent, Alicia, Lucian, and Sig are both fatal. So I said this is a nuke team that I'm going to be going through with. So you might have Sig. You can infuse him. So all right, let's go through here and hope this thing doesn't run too fast here. Come on, I have to catch this thing and pause it. Come on. Yeah, and pause. Okay, cool. All right, so the first wave is going to be the Fire Barbarian King, which there's 3 of. And he's going to be paired up with 2 Wind Kung Fu Girls. So, the Wind Kung Fu Girl, her first skill has a 1-turn defense break with a chance to do her second skill, which hits twice and removes it, and has a chance to remove 1 buff. Her third skill hits 4 random targets, and it removes all buffs on its target. So, if you were actually building her, you probably could pick a monster. It would probably hit that monster with the first one, and the other 3 actually be random. So keep that in mind. So if you got any buffs going on the team, such as attack buffs, speed buffs, or anything like that, the Kung Fu Girl has a chance to strip them off with her second and third skills. So let's go ahead and knock out one of these here. There we go. Alright. On wave 2, it is going to be the Wind Barbarian King, and he's going to be paired up with 2 Water Jack-o'-lanterns. Now, the Water Jack-o'-lantern, his first skill hits 3 times, and has a chance to put a 2-turn speed break on you, so it can slow you down. His second skill is actually a 2-turn speed and crit rate buff for the team. So actually speed him up and give them more crit rate. He does have a passive. He can steal a buff. Speed buff, attack buff, defense, any of the blue blocks on your monsters. He has a chance to actually steal them from you and get them on himself. So if you have any immunity, he can take them from you. So I want to be prepared for that. Anything about possibly a stripper to strip it off of them, since he can buff the team. May want to do something, bring something that can cleanse the beneficial effects on the enemy. Alright, so we're gonna knock these guys out. And just knock them out real quick. There we go. Alright, so this is interesting. The mini boss. The mini boss is Theo Mars. I don't think I've ever seen an Ifrit as a mini boss. So this is new. Theo Mars. His first skill is hits once, has a chance for a 2-turn dot or damage over time. the little red skulls that pop up over your health bar. His third skill hits 3 times, and he can put a 2-turn defense break on you. If he hits you and puts a defense break on that first skill, on his first hit, the next 2 hits they're ignoring your defense almost. Well, not ignoring your defense, but it's a defense break on you. He's hitting you hard. He's also paired up with 2 Fire Neostone agents. I'll jump ahead there. Theo Mars does have a passive. He has attribute advantage. So it doesn't matter if it's water, wind, fire, light, dark. He has advantage over them. Also, he's immune to death for 1 turn. So if he gets hit, whenever he gets hit with a fatal hit, so if the illusion hits him and kills him, he will not die. He will have 1 health and will have 1 turn immunity. So he 1 turn immune from death. So to counter that, you may want to bring either a chilling as well, if you have one. If the first of those 3 hits on his skill strips that buff off of him, the next 2 hits will kill him. If you bring Megan, you can actually, I think, I've not tested this, so don't quote me on this, but I think her second skill second skill, third skill? She's got 1 skill that actually will strip a buff and will apply a buff immunity, so it actually prevents any beneficial effects from being applied to him. I think if that actually strips his death immunity and hits, it will kill him. I think it will. Don't quote me on that, no. But I feel pretty good that it will do that. Paired up with him is 2 Fire Neostone agents, Lisas. Really good raid monsters if you have one. Alright, her first skill hits twice and has a chance for 2-turn glancing. So you have 2 turns where you have a chance to be glancing on bosses. Her second skill removes all buffs on an enemy. It'll attack the enemy and remove all the beneficial effects on that enemy. If 2 or more are removed, it will boost the attack bar of the team. So, let's see if you got any attack buffs or speed buffs, or if you have shield, bring a shield monster who has shield runes on them. She can actually boost the attack bar of the team, so be prepared for that as well. Her third skill is actually a team cleanse. She will cleanse all the harmful effects, the defense breaks, the attack breaks, the speed breaks. She will cleanse all of them off everybody. And then 3 random allies will attack that 1 monster. And there's only three enemies here, so there'll be 2 Lisas and a Theo hitting that 1 monster. So a reviver may not be a bad idea to bring with you, should your team not be fast enough to take them out before they move. So this shouldn't be too difficult here, because like I said, this is my nuke team, and I've got decently good runes on these monsters. So they should be able to take this out with no problem. So let's see, you will need a buff cleanser. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to bring with you, like I said before as well. That way maybe you can cleanse that buff off of Theo Mars. Alright, so let's go ahead and take out somebody here. Yep, see, now he's got that. There you go. That's the death immunity right there. He's got 1 HP, and he's going to get the turn move because I don't have anyone who can strip that off of him. So we'll hit him, and we'll hit him again, and we'll hit him again. There you go. That's a 3-hit defense break move. Alright, so he's down. Alright, so the 4th wave is the Light Barbarian King, and he is paired up with 2 Dark Bounty Hunters. The Dark Bounty Hunter skills, the first skill actually hits twice. There's a chance for one of those hits to ignore defense. So he can do some damage if you're not prepared for it. Second skill hits twice. And there's a chance for him to hit. I think it was a 30% chance for him to hit again. It's the chain hit. I've seen the chain hit go ham. These jokers have hit anywhere from 8 to 12 times on a monster. Uh, the difference between his chain hit and I think there's one or two other bounty hunters that have that skill as well. The difference on his is if the enemy that he's attacking has higher HP than him, it's a greater chance of him chaining these hits. So he can hit hard. He can do a lot of damage real quick. His third skill actually is a team cleanse, so it cleans all the buffs off of everybody. So everybody has a harmful effect, such as dots, attack breaks, defense breaks. He'll cleanse the entire team, and then everybody gets a 3-turn attack buff. So they can actually hit harder then. It's a 3-turn attack buff. So be prepared. Like I said, anything that can actually strip buffs off the team is not going to be a bad idea to bring along with you whenever you go to take on this dungeon. Because it looks like most of these waves have got team buffs or a actual buff stealer. So be ready. So we're going to knock this one out real quick. There we go. Alright. Wave 5 is the Dark Barbarian King. And he is paired up with the Light Magic Knight. The Light Magic Knight is very well loved in Arena and Guild Wars and Real-Time Arena. So, and this is why. Her first skill, much like the other Magic Knights, has got 3 hits. The first 2 hits are on the target monster. The third hit hits all monsters. So she'll hit one monster twice and then hit all of your monsters on the third skill, or on the third attack of that skill. The second skill attacks a target that has no beneficial effects and puts a 2-turn silence on them. It's a 4-hit move, so it attacks randomly. So if you have monsters that all have shield up, it's going to be random who it hits. But if you have monsters that actually come in with, say you got 2 monsters come in with will on them, those will not be hit. It's going to target the 3 that do not have will on. So be prepared for that. The other side effect is her passive. Her passive is a chance to remove the buff with every hit. And also when she moves, she will heal the ally with the lowest HP by 15%. So whoever you've been working on, whoever you've been pecking down on this floor, if the Light Magic Knight moves, she will heal that one. So be prepared for that. You may want to bring a heal blocker. That could probably help to prevent that. If you've been lucky enough to pull a Tessarian, considering that this is a passive move, putting Oblivion on the Light Magic Knight, or was it? I think it's the Light Desert Queen. I think it is. I think it's the Light Desert Queen. If you're lucky enough to have that Light Dark Nat5, she does a team Oblivion. So that's a possibility as well there. So at least maybe you can block her from healing and block her from stealing any buffs off your team. I said I went over the Barbarian Kings I've gone over in the overview video a couple of days ago, so we're not going to talk about them. Because I don't really want to talk about that Dark Barb King. Oh god, I hate those jokers. Alright, so the boss is the Water Barbarian King, which is the goal of this Hall of Heroes. And he's paired up with the Fire and the Wind Barbarian King. So, of course, the monsters he's paired up with is going to be different for each floor. The next floor could be a Wind and a Dark. It could be a Fire and a Light. It could be a Light and a Dark. But I said it's going to be different on each floor. So be prepared for that as well. There's going to be different things you can do to prepare for that. Like I said, the Dark one hits multiple times, or has a chance to actually, his third skill has a chance to go multiple times. So be ready. With some possible shield runes, might not be a bad idea to have. So if you got someone with shield runes on them, like a Jasoon, or maybe you got Arena or Chloe built. So Anything that actually can help keep the team healed up and maybe actually help prevent them from taking too much damage right to begin with. Of course, that's if team's not fast enough to move before them. So let's go ahead and knock these jokers out real quick here. Alright. Yay. Cool. Alright, that is one floor. That's one floor done. There's 9 more floors to go. Of course, I'm not going to run through all of them because, like I said, I don't need to summon for this. This time I don't need to summon because, like I said, I already have one. So, of course, we get the 5 crystals. Oh, sorry, 25 pieces, and then the 5 crystals. So there you go. There is the Hall of Heroes floor run. Give you an idea of the monsters you've got to deal with, some options you have to counter those monsters as well. So, good luck getting yourself a Water Barb King this weekend. As I've said before, these floors, you're going to run them one time if you complete it. If you do not complete it, you can run it again until you complete it. So, but it's completely up to you if you feel like confident enough to take these on, or if you've been taking them on, go for it. So, but good luck getting your Barb King pieces. And until next time. Oh, sorry. Let's see if you have any questions. Feel free to comment. I'll try to answer to the best of my ability. If you like the video, hit that thumbs up button, of course. And until next time, have fun. Later.